Hello, dearies and dudes. My name is Snyderman, and welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. We are on week 18. Radovia comes in 11 weeks. Our army's getting built up. We've made an ally. We did get a witch last time, Elena, the witch. And we are slowly going down in gold and supplies, so we need to keep an eye on that as we move forward. But let's go ahead and continue onward into the story. Again, thank you so much for supporting this series. It's been incredible how much people have reacted to this. Grevno, week 19. I was going to say, do we only have one person? Hoven. Okay, we invited him last time. Couple peasants. Torlando. Sounds Spanish. Okay. Let's talk to Hoven then. Lord Hoven, your grace. My condolences about Talus's death. I heard about Radovia. I will help you with them. 120 men will be at your command. I will also give you 5 gold. Yes, please. But only if Sir Frederick joins your ranks. I wouldn't want to upset him. Who is Sir Frederick? Sir Frederick. Yeah, who's Sir Frederick? Battle for Brianna? You must have heard. He led the defense force, repelled an army 5 times bigger. My superior officer, I served under his banner. Although it's been many years, we keep in contact. We train together. Recent years have been easy for him, I must say. Haven't been easy for him, I must say. Yeah. Sir Frederick. Thank you, Hoven. I'll send a pigeon right away. Not to worry, your grace. I'm sure Sir Frederick will help. It's just a formality. Will you join my banner? I have this animal tooth. I have a couple things for you to answer. I have this animal tooth. I have found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? You have an extensive library, your grace. Don't you have a bestiary you could look at? I don't think we keep any bestiaries in our library. I don't either. I think someone who has personally dealt with a lot of animals would know more about this tooth. Okay, well, I don't know anybody yet. That's why I asked you. I found a letter. This letter is written on very intricately decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? Some lords use fancy paper to show off their wealth, but I don't know anyone who does that. Okay. I found a vial. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? Vials have many uses today. They can be used in preparing and storing potions and spices, or even as ornaments. This one is nicely decorated, but it has been used to hold some sort of substance. That's all I can think of, I'm afraid. Will you join my banner? Vince, okay, that's all. That will be all for now. As you please, your grace. So Sir Frederick is who we need for that guy, and I think he's going to be useful to us. That's really not a big deal. I mean, as it sits right now, Sir Frederick being part. Tell me about this Torlando guy. Who's Torlando? Ahem. To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I will find you well, in good shape and mind. Your grace, this is Torlando, a rider known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Torlando the Wonderful. You have to do this, so that makes it true. Writer and poet recognized in all kingdoms experiencing the artistic renaissance, the popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yelis, Caladur, Baravia, and Radovia, of which I will remain silent for reasons. Very well, what can I do for you? Your Grace, if I may. I'm working on the latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and a passionate lust. Hmm. May I honor you with my latest work? Of course. I am open to art of all kinds. The poem is, for now, entitled Kupalnaka? Kupalnaka. Hmm. The moon shines so bright high up in the sky. Kupala night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle, there's no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short, this time of year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. Okay, man. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is fantastic. Bravo. Yay. You're doing so good. Yeah. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I am not surprised that you find this so delightful, the problem is I cannot continue. Ahem. I have hit a wall, and I cannot write at all. I am desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get my creative juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, please allow your general to join me to get out of this squeeze. Come back another time. I can't do that, I'm afraid. My pleasure. Um, Come back another time. I wish I could help. Perhaps return another time, and I will try to keep a general available to assist you. I can see the desire in your eye to hear more of my wonderful poetry. I shall be back within 2 weeks. Your general better be ready by then. And if he's not? Okay, so that guy's coming back in 2 weeks. Okay. Does this guy have a peg leg? No, I guess it's just the way that it is. Clothes are, yeah. Your Grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse them help. I aid as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue to my place isn't any shorter than yours. Would you please be able to help out with some extra gold? I don't turn away that many people, dude. Like, that's expensive. That's really expensive. Of course, maybe our court witch could help. I can't help you. So our witch isn't available. That's half of our gold right now. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I really appreciate you helping your people, but we just don't have enough resources to help you. No wonder there are so many sick people in Davern if the I'm sorry, people are pretty happy. Not as happy as they were a second ago, but they're still pretty happy. Peasant. Your Grace, part of our village was flooded. Luckily no one got hurt, but our homes were devastated. We could use some gold to buy resources to rebuild our houses. Here's 12 gold. Our general, I can't send the general. I can do 12. I don't want too many people to hate me. We have been affected by the floods too recently. Here's 12 gold. I believe that should be enough for you to acquire the required resources. That is most magnificent of you, Your Grace. Thank you. Alright, cool. Off the throne. Go here. Oh, we still gotta pigeon that guy. Table. Nothing new. Soldiers. I don't think there's any... I need to send Sir Frederick. Okay, he could be useful, actually. I'm good with that. What does Silly Pickle have to say? Anything? Grace? Bye. She has nothing to say. What about dungeon? I haven't been down here in a while. Is that guy still in the dungeon? No. Okay, there's literally nothing more I can do, I don't think. My witch and my general are going to be back next week. So I'll have more options then. I don't have a lot in the way of gold, which is an issue. I had 36 to start that week. Now I have 22. Witches are expensive. My supplies are good. My gold is not. I'm making 16, 17, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm making 21 gold a week, and I'm paying a lot more than that. Well, not that I'm paying more than that. I'm losing 2 gold a week at this point. Let's prepare the witch. We're good on supplies right now. And let's move forward. So far, the story's good. I'm a little worried about our gold situation now. Week 20. There's a pigeon, General, Elena, Sir Frederick, peasant. Okay. Pigeon. Dear father, my husband King Ivo is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home. Good. I was a little bit worried about that. I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Tana. King Ivo wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later, I learn more about the history of Atana and its geography. Last week, I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly. Oh, she's ill. Okay. King Ivo says she will continue his father's quest to find a cure for her illness. Yours, Lucerlia. Okay, that threw me off. She's ill. We knew that already. We knew that the king or the queen of Atana, or the former queen of Atana, Ivo's mom, was sick. Ivo certainly wants his wife to understand their ways. I'm not sure I like it. We should ask Lucerlia about something else. Ask her about Dusty. Tell her she's forgotten her slippers. I'm not ready yet. On second thought, I'll need more. Don't worry, Your Grace. Take all the time you need. So the general, what do we got? Your Grace, I have returned from the Babushka village. I stayed out for 2 nights with my men. Nothing happened apart from some foxes going through the rubbish. We didn't find anything, but the villagers said they felt safer with us there. Thank you for the report. Keep up the good work. Okay, so we didn't get anything from that. Turned out that was nothing. Your Grace, I have found a match from the substance in this vial to the potion used on Talus. So it's quite certain that this vial was used to poison Talus. But what would it be doing near Branca? I don't know, Your Grace. Thank you for all of this. It'll be useful in our investigation. Okay. All right. So we now have full availability to send people places if we need to. Sir Frederick, at your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies, that is all. I'm looking for allies. Lord Hoven mentioned you could help. Ah, yes, I've heard of your troubles, Your Grace. Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I can't allow liars to taint a knight's honor. The battles for Brianna. Kildu. Under my command, the army of the two-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But Noksky, not a single scar. Even the finest swordsmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Notsky, show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just prettily worded lies. Noksky is a deceiving liar, and I ask you, help me prove it. I know who Notsky is. He's one of the lords, right? Noksky. This fellow got well under your skin. Who is he? Noksky the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. Thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around Davern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you the same story he tells everyone. There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire. The big griffin comes to save her cubs, but catches her wings on fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. It doesn't matter. It's always the same story, different details. I've heard enough. What is it you need help with, did you say? Tell him there's the Kaj in the nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone what he's really made of, and I will stand by your side in one more battle. All right, sounds good. So we need Kokski. That will be all for now. As you please, your grace. Because he's Nokski? Or is it Kokski? Was I saying it wrong the whole time? I think it's Nokski. The upper hand. Yeah, Nokski. Okay, so I need to bring Nokski in. Investigations. Okay, so we got something new about that vial. We know it was used to kill Talus. So let's go ahead and just invite this guy while we're thinking about it. Peasant. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an odd fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who goes in the fog disappears without a trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find the one responsible, but they never came back. We're thinking the fog turns people into frogs, bugs maybe. There's plenty of them in the forest, but no signs of the people who go in there. Fog? Maybe they just got lost. I think it's a task for the witch. Maybe they just got lost? Yeah, maybe they just got lost. You should check the forest again. The fog might be dense, so don't go alone. If we gather together, maybe we'll get some traces. But what if we all get lost instead? Oh dear. Okay. Oh, your grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild. Oh no. Got himself into big trouble, your grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved with the Oracle Dust Sale. Ooh. No. Harmless, he told me. Only selling to begin with, but he recently started using it as well. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. He even tried convincing me to use it to relax, but I'm no lady to get involved in this nasty business. Now he's very ill, your grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. He keeps asking to bring him some more dust, but I know this is the cause of his illness for sure. He tells me it'll make him feel better. I have no heart to look at him in this state, barely moving, with skin as blue as blueberries. Please help. There we go. Send the witch. A witch will know how to deal with illnesses. I'll send one right away. Your grandson will be fine. Thank you, your grace. I'll make sure he doesn't take any more of that oracle dust. Perfect. And that got back the the contentment that we lost. Babushka. Yeah, nothing in there. So that was great. Orlando the Wonderful. Oracle treats. So we're going to send a witch to cure that kid. Sorcerer's ingredients. I did not help the sorcerer. Flooded village, I helped that. And then I did not go help the fog people. Pigeon. Already read the letter, so let's go ahead and see what we got now. Let's go to the council chamber. The witch tested the substance inside the vial. She confirmed it matched the poison used to kill Talus. Okay, so we know that that was the poison. We know that feathers on it, or flowers on it. Okay, and we got Noksky coming. All right, so let's go ahead. We got time for one more week, I think. So let's go ahead and get on our throne. Again, gold is an issue. There's an agent still available for orders. Yeah, but there's nothing I need him to do. There's two. Nothing I need him to do. So everything there's good. Our supplies are good. Our gold went up. So that's good because we got the witch moving. Yeah, we got to get gold big time. We got to get some gold. I'm really, really enjoying the story. I know I say that a lot, but this is a good story. I was gonna say, is this it? The Dragon Slayer Torlando, Sidani, and Merchant. So let's talk to the Dragon Slayer. Your Grace, it is I, Noksky the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Grofos the Great, Wanos the Wise, Peter the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, until you know. The food was first class. But amongst all of the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. Who are you? You're the famous Dragon Slayer? Did you come up with these names yourself? You're the famous Dragon Slayer? I didn't know. Oh, yes, I'm quite accustomed to my fame preceding my arrivals. It is my pleasure to meet you. We hear about my fierce battle with a foul worm, Your Grace. With pleasure. I'm all ears. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws could tear... Ooh, this is getting intense. Its sharp claws could tear human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its home forest with great care and planned a path for its defeat. The dragon's nest was at the very top of a mighty oak, overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings, mucky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. The great oak creaked, groaned, and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far, and so the big beast herself appeared. Desperately trying to save her babies from the brutal current, she kept crashing into one boulder after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fists. Remember that, kids. I mean, Your Grace. Remember that, kids. Impressive, isn't it? After that, and other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davern, seeking further challenges. So I've come straight to the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here? staining your beautiful land. We have no creatures that need slaying. There's a monster. Go tell your stories elsewhere. There's a monster.
There's a monster.
Peasants mention the occasional basilisk or some other monster. All of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem, Radovia. Radovia? Well, I never heard of such a creature. So, what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under its hooves? Breathe fire? Everything at once. It's an army we don't know. Everything at once. Radovia has an army. They are fierce and brutal, and they are coming after my daughter. An army? I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. I can help, though. They call me Gruffos the Great for a reason. Over the years, my adventurous career, I have met a lot of people. Even more owe me their lives. I'll give you all I can. Soldiers, supplies. I will stand at your side in the battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return, I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, understanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Yeah. Noksky aiding the King of Davern in a real battle. They will write fine songs about this. There's a monster. Sir Frederick set a trap. I found this large tooth. I found a letter. I found a vial. Here. It looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it? That is an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast. You know where such a tooth could come from. Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about feeding such an imposing beast, your grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you? Absolutely not. I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe after the royal trial. I have found a letter. This letter is on very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? I wouldn't know. I don't receive many letters, your grace. I'm always traveling, so letters never reach me. Okay. I have found a vial. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? I used to buy potion vials from merchants to use on monsters. I don't buy them anymore. They never work. I haven't seen such an elegant vial before, though. Looks important. Okay. So there's a monster. We have a problem with a monster. Aha! So you do have your own monster, your grace. The Kaj is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy, with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me, it will be a piece of cake. You can expect my return shortly. That is all. As you please, your grace. Okay, so I need to see something. So I get Frederick. If I get Frederick, I also get Hoven, right? Which means, yeah, why would I? Yeah, no, I'll just take these two. I'll definitely just take these two. Sure. That's like a no-brainer. All right, so we got Orlando, Silly Pickle, and a merchant. So let's talk to Silly Pickle first. Is that another pet of yours you got there, Silly Pickle? What is she holding? Is she holding anything? What is it this time? A mouse? Stick insect? A lizard? A lizard? A lizard would be interesting. Too difficult to take care of. But this is just some silly toy. Recruiting agents is far more difficult than you would imagine. Oh, trust me. I know. Why the agents? What are you planning to use them for, Silly Pickle? It's to save Lursulia and Dusty from the evil prince. Ivo's dumb. He's not evil. When my agents are ready, we will take Lursulia back home. My agents will be best friends with Dusty. Maybe I will let you use them one day too, if you're good. Silly Pickle, Ivo is not evil. He's dumb, he's not evil. Besides, he's no prince. He's a king. Matana is really far away, too. Well, those seem like good points, but you do your job, I do mine. Let's see that toy. It's quite unusual, isn't it? Doesn't look like it came from our country. Where'd you get it from? Maya gave it to me. It brings me luck, she says. I see. Go on for now, Sidani. See if you can find more agents. Yes, Father. Your Grace. I need to see that friend of Acelia. Okay. Torlando. Your Grace, it is I, Torlando the Wonderful. Is your general ready to come with me? Yeah. I will send a general to aid you in your quest. That is absolutely fantastic. I will not disappoint, for I shall bring you a classique. Okay. And a merchant. Your Grace, normally I wouldn't bother you, but I have no other choice. I'm a merchant delivering goods from one place to another. I sell trinkets of all sorts. Do you sell? What wares do you have? Paintings, vintage scrolls, historic relics. I even once had a wooden leg of Vlod the Spindle Shanks. Yeah, it went for a crazy 200 pieces of gold. But none of that matters now, as I was robbed on my way back to my hometown, Kavesk. I am not mistaken, now you need funds to carry on with your journey. Correct! You really know your stuff, Your Grace. I would need 23 gold to get back on my feet. I'm a businessman, so I know how to invest this money. I will make a profit in no time. I will repay you as soon as I can, with interest, of course. Fine. I'm sorry. I don't know. Because that leaves us with what? Not much. I'm sorry. Fine. Oh, I wish. I'm sorry. I can't do it. That's too much. You'll have to find someone else to help you. What? Why not help a truly honest man? Vlad the Spindleshanks. That was a good one. I'm thinking he's not as hard off as he seems. Yeah, I think he was just trying to swindle me out of gold. Sidani. Scroll down. Eryk recognizes the unusual toy Sidani brought him. Blah, blah. Ask Maya. Orlando is off with my general. Hero, everyone needs to see if Sir Frederick is really accusing. Okay. Or is accusing Noksky correctly. Alright. Throne. Let's go talk to Maya. Oh. We should send for someone while we're here. Allies. She's not a fan. Etton's not a fan. Let's talk to Lady Ada and see if there's anything new. Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. Celia. Yes, Father? Stay safe, Sidoni's toy. Sidoni's toy. Explain this, Cecilia. It's a toy? Yes, Sidoni got this toy from Maya. I've seen this toy before. Maya, you are not from Radovia, are you? My family, we travel a lot. I was passing by, but I heard all the racket here. Is everything all right, darling? Look at this toy, Aurelia. I recognize this. Of course you do. We saw one just like it when we were robbed by Bayron 13 years ago. Where did you get this toy, Maya? Uh, my parents travel a lot. We are traveling merchants. They must have bought it somewhere? Your accent, this toy, staying in Davern for a while. You're from Radovia. Ooh. Tell me you didn't know about this, Cecilia. Father, please, no. Don't do anything to her. It's all my fault. I asked her to visit us. We're preparing for battle. We're planning to repel an attack. But Radovians are already in my castle. I... Look what you did to your father, Eryk! Oh, gee whiz. Oh, boy. That was a twist I wasn't expecting. Oh, you're up. Eryk, that's twice now. Celia's friend is a Radovian. We're preparing for war against them, and yet they're already here. Yes, I had a chat with them already. Celia won't be seeing her friend anymore. I decided not to kill her, but I banished her from the castle. She's just a girl. Perhaps, but what kind of message does it send? Our daughter, playing with the enemy in our castle. You didn't consider letting her stay, did you? Well, she's a child. She's a child. As I said, Maya is just a girl. Perhaps she's not even aware of the war. What if she's a spy? How else would they know Lusulia married Ivo? It doesn't matter anymore, does it? She's gone. You collapsing? The two of us not being able to conceive an heir? Breaking your promise and you shall be punished? Your kingdom will be fertile, but you won't see a successor amongst your offspring? Isn't that how it went? When I promised my firstborn daughter to Bayron, I didn't do it because I was afraid of the witch. I did it to protect us. At the time, I thought Bayron was a fool for agreeing to this. Surely a bandit wouldn't be able to travel such a distance, enter the throne room, and dare to ask a king for his daughter. And yet, here we are. I'm telling you, it's the witch. What witch? Our witch? How else could he become a king? How else could they threaten war? How else that you couldn't have? You might be right. I will look into the curse, darling. I will see if we can do it right away. At least I can help take some of the burden from your shoulders. Thank you. I feel better. It's time to get up. I guess I'd better see. Aw. Okay, let's go back to the gardens. We gotta talk to Celia. Celia. Yes, Father? About Maya. I'm sorry, Father. I didn't want to hurt you. I know you should have known better. I know. I'm fine. Just not that young anymore. Doctors say tense situations can have this kind of effect. I didn't want to upset you, Father. But why the war, Father? Isn't life difficult enough as it is? Why make things harder for one another? I know that Maya is from Radovia. When she told me, my heart froze up. I knew it meant trouble. But I got to know her. They're not bad. They're just like us. Not barbarians, as Mother likes to call them. They attacked our villages. Of course, there are bandits, thieves. It doesn't mean they all are like this. That's true. She's really smart. You're a king, father. Tell me, did you never have to punish a thief or a bandit who was from Davern? Oh, just because one person did bad things doesn't mean that we're all bad. I just don't understand why we have to fight. They threaten us. They want to take over our castle. What if you just got it all wrong? We can't risk it, Acelia. It's all very complicated. That's a great shame, father. But who knows, maybe one day. Maybe one day. This game, man, like, they're hitting some pretty interesting issues. There was the help of like the almost pagan like religion in the forest. Um, there is the whole Eryk connection with his daughters, the teenage daughters not really wanting or really kind of realizing what it means to be home. And then there was that exchange where it's like you can't stereotype a whole group of people for the actions of a few. That's really, really good. Um, Actually, I know I sat on the throne, but I'm curious. Man, yes, your grace, hitting some cool issues. What about this guy? Does he have anything new to say now? Or is he... Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. That was unexpected, actually, that it would do that. I didn't expect it to hit on that issue at all. That's really cool. So with that, let's go ahead and end our week. And we are 8 weeks out from the Radovians being here. So things are about to get really interesting. Our gold is kind of staying right around this level, so that's not bad. Um, I'm going to call it an episode here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like every like all my videos. But no, really, give this one a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. I really enjoy reading them. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. See ya.